Hello, David. David? Hi, David. Oh, you can see me. Your sound is muted. Oh, okay.
Hello, teacher.
Oh, there. Now I can hear you. Hi, David. Can you hear me?
Oh, I think. Oh, yes, I can hear you.
Is the volume down? Maybe you want to turn the volume up?
No, it's okay.
Is the volume okay? Are you sure? You can hear me loud and
Yes,
clear? Can you say for me?
it is okay.
I can hear you loud and clear. David, I'm not sure if you can hear me. Maybe you cannot hear me.
I can hear you.
Can you say, I can hear you loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good. How are you today, David?
Good. Very good.
That's good. Did you come back from soccer now?
Yes.
Let me guess. Your team won.
Yes.
Of course they did. They always do. But I never know what the score is. I'm going to take a guess. Can I take a guess?
Okay.
I will guess 3-1.
No, it was like we did 3 rounds and all together we win. It was 9-8.
Oh, 9-8. Wow, that's a good score. That must have been a very interesting match.
Yes.
Lots of goals from both sides.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very tense. Very, very tense. So, it was almost the other team won. How many?
Yes, the first round. It was 4-0. We were losing,
Ah,
and then no, it was 4-2. We were losing. Then in the second match, it was the most goals. We win for 5-4. So it is 8 versus 7, right? And then in the last match, we did 2 goals.
wow. That must have been very exciting then. How many of those goals did you score?
I scored 4.
Well done. That's a good way to end the week. To end the long week, it's a fun way to finish Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, good. David, this is going to be a long weekend. Monday, Tuesday, sorry, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Monday there is no school. What are you going to do this weekend? Anything fun?
I am going to Namhae.
Namhae. Okay, what are you going to do there?
I am going to. We're going to like. First, we will. Actually, we can't eat in there, so we should only read books, and then the room is a little bit small, so we can't play. So we just like read books and then study.
Okay. Oh, are you going there tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Study. What are you going to study? What are you going to read?
I'll do my math homework.
Okay. maybe you can even practice your speech. How's your Simatech preparation?
I know good, but I have to memorize my Chinese part.
So how long is your Chinese part? How many sentences?
4 sentences?
4. Oh, you are G4, so yours is long.
Why?
Oh,
G3 or G1 has how many?
G1. So not every student in G1 has Chinese, and the Chinese is only one sentence. One sentence.
Teacher, but us too. Only one of in our group can do it.
So you are the one.
Yes, in my group I am, and then the other group is Kaylin.
But still, your Chinese part is long. 4 sentences, you said. In G1,
Or more?
in G1 it's.
Or more?
Did you say 4 or more?
Yes.
In G1 it's only one sentence. But it makes sense, Younger students, less sentences. As they get older, more sentences. So that's good.
G1, maybe it's G1, so it's one sentence.
Maybe, yeah, and you are 4 sentences for G4. David, can I ask you, how long is your speech? The English part, not the Chinese part.
It's not that long.
1 minute?
Because I'm the method.
You are talking about the method. Okay. Is it less than 1 minute? Or about 1 minute?
1 minute, 5 seconds.
Okay. Can I ask you, you said you didn't memorize yet.
No, I memorized.
Oh, you did? Do you want
Only
to...
the Chinese part.
Ah, you didn't memorize the Chinese. Okay. So, can I ask you to share with us your English part about the method?
Okay, start.
Yeah.
So, here is how you play. First, the contestant chooses one of the 26 briefcases to keep, and they are not allowed to open it until the end of the game. 2. The remaining 25 briefcases stay closed. 3. Then, in each round, the contestant chooses a briefcase to take out of the game. 4. At the end of each round, the mysterious banker makes an offer to buy the contestant's briefcase. 5. The contestant can choose to accept by saying deal, or reject the offer and continue playing by saying no deal. This continues until there are only 2 briefcases left. 7. The contestant can keep their briefcase or switch with the other briefcase. So, as you can see, deal or no deal requires math skills and strategic thinking. Finished.
Very nice. Very nicely memorized. And nice vocabulary. You are using good vocabulary in there. That sounds like a fun game. Deal or no deal. Did you play it with your class?
Yes, in our math class.
And how far did you get? Did you get to the end? To the 2 briefcases?
We went to teacher. The first high is the 2001, and the next is 1,250, and then the banker offer. We paid 1,200, and the banker offered 1,250, so we deal.
Okay, you made a deal. So you didn't get.
Stop playing.
So you didn't go to the end. You made a deal. That's fun. David is gonna be very nice next week.
Yeah.
All right, good. Did your brother tell you what G1 is doing?
I think they're doing like city something.
City planning. Yeah, they are making a city in G1. So you have your different parts of the city, and it will be a little bit of fun to make a model of a city using boxes as the buildings.
Oh, we are using the boxes. We cut it and we are making the briefcase like this.
Oh, that's smart. That's very smart. So does your box, your briefcase, does it open? Open and
Oh no,
close?
we just do like this.
Ah, you just flip
Turn
it.
it.
Okay, okay. No, that's smart. Good. All right. So next week is an exciting weekend, and on Friday, you are going to next week Friday. Familyland?
Where am I going to?
Are you going to Familyland?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Have you ever been there before?
No. Oh, yes, when I was very young.
Oh, so
I
wait,
don't remember.
so you don't remember it. So that will be nice now. Now you'll refresh your memory.
Yeah.
Do you like roller coasters? Are you one to go on roller coasters or not?
No, but there's no roller coasters there.
Oh really? But it's an amusement park.
And they have a mini roller coaster.
Ah, not a very fast one. I've never been, so I don't know. I've never been to Familyland. I just know that it's an amusement park, and inside the park there is some. I've heard there's some animals, like a little farm.
But actually, I don't think I went to Familyland, but I went to a place that I went to a zoo that is beside the Familyland.
Beside Familyland. So maybe the zoo is not inside but next to. I don't know, I've never been there. I've just heard about what other people have said. Alright, good. I wish I was going with you guys as well, but I will join G. I will.
G1's going to
Do you know where G1 is going?
like where they go to like put what is it like fruits?
Picking plums.
Yeah.
We'll go to a farm and pick some plums, and then we will go to.
Water park.
It's a water park, yeah. So hopefully it will be nice and warm.
Our friend keeps saying G1s are lucky. G1, G2, G3 is better than us. We like water park.
I think they both very good trips. Both are fun, both you can enjoy with your friends, both is going outside, out of the school. So it will be a
Yeah.
nice field trip for both.
It's better than being in school.
Exactly. It's better than being in school. Yeah, and especially because it will be after Cymatech. It will be after everyone is finished 2 long days of Cymatech, 3 days with the speech. Everyone will be tired, all the students will be exhausted, and then we can have a nice break. Alright, good. David, shall we jump into our news articles?
Yes.
First news article is about NASA. NASA, as you know, they do space exploring. They send rockets to space, they send astronauts to space, and even on Mars there is some rovers exploring Mars, and they've landed on the moon, and they use those robots to explore the planets. Those robots, David, they look like small cars with wheels. Now NASA has created a new type of robot. It doesn't look like a car, it looks like a snake.
A snake?
Why do you think they would make a robot that looks like a snake?
Because snake is skinny?
The snake is skinny and it can go through small spaces. Very good. Skinny and it can go through small spaces. It can explore better. So have a look at this. Can you read the title for me?
Oh, wait a minute, it's loading.
Oh, is it still loading?
For new rover, NASA is swapping a buggy shape for a giant snake in hopes it can explore ice moon of Saturn.
Okay, let's read one more time this word. Swapping.
Swapping.
Swapping means to exchange. So they are changing, they are swapping. The giant snake is the robot in hopes that it can explore. David, what planet do you see in the background?
The Saturn. But is that real picture?
No, this is not a real picture. This is an animation. It's an animated picture. In the next picture that I will show you, there is the real robot. But here, let's just talk about this quickly. Where does NASA want to explore?
The Saturn.
Not the Saturn, just Saturn. Because
The icy moon of Saturn?
the icy moon of Saturn. Good. We don't say the because it's a name. Saturn is the name of the planet. So if we refer to Saturn, it's just Saturn. Same as your name. We don't say the David. We say David. Okay. Why do you think NASA wants to go to an icy moon?
To find water?
Very good. What does water tell us? Why do they want to find water? What is that
There could be life on there.
There could be life there. Yeah. Water is a sign of life. Plants can grow with water. Humans can survive with water. Maybe there is some aliens with water. What would you be most excited? If they find plants, if they find water that people can drink and they can
We
move.
could live in there.
Yeah, exactly. We could live there. Would you travel to another planet? Would you go there?
Yes, of course.
Of course. Why would you go there? Because it's exciting?
Yeah, I want to explore and I want to see. I want to see the. I want to feel the gravity there.
Ah, the different gravity. If it's stronger or weaker. I think you would prefer weaker gravity. Then you can float.
Yeah.
Stronger gravity means you will be more heavy and it will be more difficult to move.
But I think that moon is smaller than the Earth.
Which one? The one in the picture?
Yes.
Oh,
the
but-
icy moon.
The pictures, they are not to scale. They are not to scale. They are not representing the real size. Okay, David, have a look at this picture here. There is a photo of the real snake robot.
That is the real snake robot.
This is the real snake robot. They are testing, these scientists, they are testing the snake robot on the snow. Why on the snow? Why testing on the snow?
I don't know why on the snow.
Because it is meant to go and explore the icy moon of Saturn. So there will be ice, there will be snow, it will be cold conditions. Can you say for me? There will be icy conditions on the moon.
There will be icy conditions on the moon.
Well, not our moon, but Saturn's moon.
Yeah.
David, this...
Don't,
Yeah?
teacher, well, we don't call it moon, right?
The moon.
Yeah, but we call it moon.
No. So the name is not... So what I said earlier about Saturn, we don't say the Saturn, we just say Saturn because that's the name. Our moon doesn't have a name, it's called the moon. The moon is not the name of the object. So we
Moon
must...
is not the name.
That is not the name. So we must say the moon. Or our moon. Earth's moon.
I thought the moon was a name.
The moon is not the name, no. Same, remember, all planets have moons orbiting around them. Saturn,
I didn't know we called that a moon.
so what do planets orbit? What do planets go around?
The sun.
The sun, very good. What about the moon? What does the moon orbit?
The planet.
Okay, good. So what about, let's say for example, Jupiter's moon? What does Jupiter's moons, what do they orbit?
The Jupiter.
They orbit Jupiter. Saturn's
Orbit
moon,
Jupiter.
Saturn's moons, they orbit Saturn. So now all these different objects, they are called the moon. They don't have names. Some of them actually, that's a lie. Some of them actually do have names. But ours doesn't have a name. We call it the moon.
Like the title or whatever.
Say again?
Isn't the Jupiter's moon one is bigger than the
One of Jupiter's moons is bigger than?
Pluto, I think.
It could be, yeah. They have large moons, small moons, different sizes. Some of them might be bigger than the planets, yeah. Okay, now David, this robot, it needs to move forward and backward. How can it do that? It doesn't have legs, it doesn't have wheels.
They do like the real snake.
They slither. No,
They slither.
that's not the case. That's a good guess, but it doesn't slither like a snake. No. So can you see these white circles on the body?
Yes.
These white circles? Yeah.
I will. Okay. I said to them to be quiet a little bit.
Oh, are they loud? You
Yes,
can.
from here, you can't hear?
I cannot hear anything. Yeah, I cannot hear any noise.
Oh, really?
Hmm. What are they doing? Are they talking in the other room, or are they playing a game, watching TV? What are they doing?
They're right now, like, seeing a video.
Okay. All right, David. So, how this snake moves, or how this snake robot moves, is those white circles on the body. They rotate. They turn. And because they turn, it's like a screwdriver. Have you ever used a screwdriver?
Yes, like, my dad used it, but I think I used it before too, one time.
You've used it before. And what happens when you turn a screwdriver? What happens to the screw or the bolt?
That come out.
Exactly. It comes out or it goes further in.
Yes.
So it moves. That's exactly what's happening here. These white circles are turning and it's creating like a screwdriver effect, and it's moving either forward or in the opposite direction. It will move backward. And the head, you can see the head is lifting up. David, even from the middle, the body can lift up. Why would they design it like that? Why would the body want to lift up?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah?
it wants to, like,
Go
I'm not really sure.
go over something. Maybe there's a rock, maybe there's a piece of ice, maybe there's a boulder, so it can go over something. Remember, it's doing exploring, so it doesn't know what it will encounter.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, next one. Here is a Korean family.
Korea family?
A South Korean family went to USA. They went to America, to New York City. Unfortunately, there was a big, heavy blizzard.
What's a blizzard?
A blizzard is a very dangerous snowstorm. There is wind and snow and ice. It's a heavy storm outside, and they got stuck in that storm. They got stuck in the blizzard, and their car could not move any further. So they went searching for the nearest house. They found the nearest house and they knocked on the door, and this American man and his family opened the door. And he understood the situation and he allowed them into his home.
Oh.
He gave them, yeah?
How did he know?
Well, because
He couldn't speak Korean.
they could speak a little bit of English. And he was there in New York. He could see the storm. He was also in the storm, but he was safe in his house. So when he saw this group of tourists, he felt really bad and he wanted to help. So he welcomed them into his house and he gave them warm food. He allowed them to shower and he gave them dry clothes. David, why do we need dry clothes when we are wet?
Because they will get fever.
They can get a fever. They can get sick. They can catch a cold.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's see what happened after the Korean family went back to Korea. Let's read. Can you read for me? Americans who took in
stranded Koreans during Christmas blizzard just flew over the ocean to visit their house.
So now the American man visited South Korea and he visited these families and they welcomed him into their homes. So
Of
this,
course they should welcome because
yeah, they are being kind, the same as how he was kind to them. Now they are kind to him. So it's a very nice little story here. Different
a
Korean family, yeah. Different cultures in America mixing together. It's very nice.
Yeah.
And that's the two news articles. Can you review for me, David? What was the first one about?
The first one was about a robot that NASA made, a snake robot that can roll, and they made a snake robot so they can go into more narrow places.
Very good. Second article.
It was there was a Korean family that went to America and there was a blizzard, so they were finding the closest house and they knocked on the door and the American family allowed them to come inside their home, and after the Korean went, the American visited the Korean family's home.
Good. Well done, David. Good detail. You are explaining back to me very good detail. That means you are listening very carefully. I really like that about you. And yeah, David, do you have any questions before we say goodbye?
What are you going to do this weekend?
This weekend? I don't have a plan for this weekend. Maybe I will go get some coffee. I will sit at a nice coffee shop and just relax. Enjoy the nice weather. I like the weather outside. It's warm, it's not hot, it's not cold, it's perfect. Alright. Have a nice time at, where did you say? Namhae.
Yeah.
Namhae. Have a good time in Namhae, and I will see you on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, in Simatech.
Simatech, all the speeches. Good night, David. Bye-bye.
Good night, teacher.